Our topic is acid rain. Acid rain is or other forms of precipitation that is acidic. It's formed when emission is formed. Acid rain is harmful to many things, but mainly plants and aquatic animals. Acid rain is formed from many different emissions from Earth. Examples are oil, gas, electrical power generation, mining, refining metals, automobile, and many more, but nitrogen and sulfur-containing substance are the two most common pollutants in the emission. Here is a chart. The emission is in gas form, and it goes up and it gets in contact with water, and then it becomes acid rain, and acid rain falls onto Earth. Acid rain may seem like nothing, but it is quite powerful and dangerous. Many things happen around you, like plants and animals. Acid rain damages the waxy coating that protects leaves from infection. Acid rain burns the skins of earthworm, affects the plant's root's ability to absorb nutrients, and acid rain makes bodies of water more acidic. Shellfish's shell melt when in contact with acid rain and damaged water. Lakes become so acidic enough no species can survive in it. Clear blue, but deadly. What can you do to help? When science discovered how much acid rain can do, the government put limits on emission. Mining industries, they install scrubbers to reduce emission, but at home, you can also do many things to help. Install a low-flow shower head. Run the washing machine with a full load. Hand dry and some of all the laundry. Buy energy-efficient appliances. Turn out the light in empty rooms and when away from home. Consider installing a compact fluorescent bulb instead of high-voltage incandescent bulb. Install additional insulation on hot water tanks and pipes. What is a pH? A pH scale is used to measure the amount of acid in a liquid like water. Because acid removes hydrogen ion, the chart is based on the amount of acid and hydrogen ion and expressed as a pH. Is Canada affected by acid rain? Acid rain is one of the big problems for Canada's forest ecosystem and has many levels of acid disposition given new critical loads for forest ecosystem. So, seems like science will need to find more ways to reduce emission to reduce forest damages. That is why Canada, the wide acid rain strategy for post-2000 called for further emission reduction in both Canada and United States. Without further control beyond those identification in 1991, Canada-U.S. Air Quality Agreement, areas of southern and central Ontario and southern and central Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia would continue to receive annual sulfur deposition amount that exceeds their critical load. The critical load would be exceeded by up to 10 kilograms of wet sulfur in parts of central Ontario and central and southern Quebec. As a result, about 95,000 lakes can remain damaged by acid rain because these areas have not reduced enough yet, but also aquatic ecosystem will be damaged if we don't reduce emission. What is a critical load? A critical load is a measure of how much pollution the ecosystem can hold. Therefore, if there are much more pollution in one area, the ecosystem can't handle that will affect the ecosystem. Different regions have different critical load. Ecosystem that can have more pollutants is higher critical load, while if you have a sensitive ecosystem have a lower critical load. What effects does acid rain have on air, us, and our health? Acid rain affects in many different ways, and one of them is our health. Breathing and lungs problem in child and adults who have asthma and in children have been linked to acid air pollution. Everything we do gets in contact with acid pollution in our air and threatens to make us sick. What can acid rain do to non-living things? Acid rain can also damage non-living things such as buildings, statues. It can decay building materials and paint. Worst of all, it can damage non-replaceable buildings, statues, and sculptures that are part of our country's memory that we want to last for a very long time.